Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the South Florida Gospel News. I am your faithful host, Deborah McCullen. How y'all doing this morning? I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so glad that you are joining me this morning. Sorry about that. My computer decided to send a notice. If you heard that, excuse me. All right, so we're going to get started this morning. Like I said, we are the award-winning South Florida Gospel News. We are nominated for the 2023 Tampa Bay Gospel Award, and we are going to be asking for your vote soon. And thank you to everyone who has supported us so far. So right now we are going to get started with this week's edition of the South Florida Gospel News. I did tell you during the previous broadcast that I would be making some changes and added music. And after lots of creative consulting, it was decided that the music will be played when I am actually on the air live and I am visible in the studio so that you can see me live in the studio. That way, the audience remains engaged if they can see me and the music is playing at the same time. So that's what we'll be doing probably on our next broadcast. It is International Women's Month. And this week's show is dedicated to the late Carrie Ward. Miss Ward was the highest ranking city clerk that the city of Riviera Beach has ever had. She was a master municipal clerk. She retired as city clerk for the city of Riviera Beach back in 2014. She served faithfully for 38 years. 38 years. She began serving in the clerk's office for, I'm sorry, she began in another office. She started working for the city of Riviera Beach in 1978, and she was responsible for a number of things in Riviera Beach. One being establishing RB TV 18. Without her, you would not be able to watch city council meeting and other meetings and announcements on channel 18 on cable. Also, she was responsible for establishing an early voting site in Riviera Beach. There was none. So she was able to turn Wells Recreation into Wells Recreation Community Center, which allowed that place on Blue Heron and H Avenue West to become an early voting site in Riviera Beach. And by that, I mean that anybody in Riviera Beach could come to Wells Recreation. I'm sorry, anybody in Palm Beach County during early voting could come to Wells Recreation Center and cast their vote during early voting. So Miss Ward passed away on March 2nd, a little more than a week ago. And so right now, there is a memorial set up at Riviera Beach City Hall to honor her. And I'm going to show you a little bit of a clip of what it looks like. And when you have time, please go by there and sign the card that will be presented to her family. There's a giant card at the memorial. So it's a walk around memorial. You can walk around and um, see all of her accomplishments. She became a master municipal clerk. She was the first Black president of the Palm Beach County Municipal Clerks Association. She was the first Black person to become a member of the Florida Canvassing Board. And I don't know if there's been anybody since then. And this was in the late 90s, early 2000s. She was the first and only Black member of the Florida Canvassing Board. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the memorial. right, so I'm going to show the card one more time. So, like I said, there's a giant card at the end of the walk around memorial. As soon as you walk inside City Hall, you will see the memorial set up. So, you just walk around, and at the end, you will sign the card, which will be presented to her family. Now, as far as her funeral arrangements go, they are as follows. On Thursday, March 16th, the family is receiving friends from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Royal Palm Funeral Home, 5601 Greenwood Avenue in West Palm Beach. Did I say Friday or Thursday? Thursday, March 16th, from 5 to 7. And then on Friday, March 17th, there will be a celebration of life for Miss Ward at her church, where she was the queen of Hilltop. Hilltop Missionary Baptist Church is at 1273 West 30th Street, where Reverend Griffin Davis is the pastor. And so, Miss Ward, thank you for all of your service. Rest in peace. And we will see you on the other side. All right, now moving right along. First of all, let me just say something about myself personally. It's allergy season, and my allergies have been horrible. And I think people who suffer from allergies really bad are really catching it this year more than previous years. I do not know why. That is why my voice sounds like this. I sound like I just woke up, but I didn't. I'm doing the best I can. And oddly, the Claritin that I'm taking, I'm having to take two just to be able to sound like this. So hopefully we will get some rain soon to wash some of this pollen away, and us allergy sufferers will start to feel better soon. Okay. All right. So last week I did a thing. I did a little bit of traveling with my family. And although I don't have to, I just wanted to show you guys what a great time we had with my family. But before I move on to that, I did want to let you all know that Hearst Chapel has turned 100 years old. So I got this flyer from Facebook. So that wasn't I didn't make this flyer. But anyway, Hearst Chapel's 100. Oh my Lord. Hearst Chapel's 100th church anniversary will take place Sunday, March 12th at 10 a.m. and is at 1617 Silver Beach Road. They've been on that corner for 100 years. So everybody should know where Hearst Chapel is, on the corner of S Avenue and Silver Beach Road. When I was on the radio with Sanford Ward at B106.3 FM, they were always having something, or somebody was always hosting an event there. So I know the address well, 1617 Silver Beach Road in Riviera Beach. So happy 100th birthday, Hearst Chapel. And may you be able to celebrate in another 100 years. And I hope I'll be here to celebrate with you when you turn 200. All right. But anyway, moving right along, I did a thing. I did a little bit of traveling, got together with my family. As you all know, my family is the most important thing to me. I used to do a lot of events and whatnot. I don't do that anymore because my family comes first. And so I wanted to share briefly uh, what we did. We had so much fun. We went to Blackshear, Georgia, to my sister and brother-in-law's properties. They have beautiful property, and they have Airbnb there. So we all used their Airbnb while we were there. We did a little bit of, they did a barbecue. I missed the barbecue. They did the barbecue the day before I got there. So next time, I'm coming a day early. And then that was that Friday. On Saturday, we did seafood where we fried fish. We did seafood boil, did clams on the grill. So I'm going to go through right quick and show you some of the pictures. So this is us. This is the halls that were able to come left and right. That's my brother Gary. That's me. My dad is sitting, my mom's sitting next to him. That's my sister Alicia, and that's Carrie, which is Gary's twin. They're twins on the far right. So people can't really tell them apart. So we just call them twins. I call them Carrie and Gary. I've been around them long enough to be able to tell them apart. But sometimes I can't even tell them apart. But that's us and, our spouses. My sister's children were there. We had a great time. And this is a picture I see James Hall, which is my dad, and his angels. That's Amber on the left, Leisha, my mom in the back, and that's me on the far right. Amber is Leisha's daughter. So let me go down and get to some of this video here to show you what the property looks like. Ooh. So that was when you walk out the front door, one of the Airbnbs on the property, that's what you see. And there was audio, but you can't hear anything because it's just that quiet. There's no dogs barking, no ambulance sirens or police sirens, no helicopters, no gunshots, and no loud music. That what you heard there is what you hear when you're there, which is absolute quiet. So I did say we did some clams on the grill. Let me show that right quick. Yeah. And when I tell you we were lit, we were lit then. We weren't drinking or anything, but we had some good music. We were doing the electric slide. We had a good old time. Okay, so another property that they have there is they have a cabin that was built, I believe, in 1887, 9. Anyway, it was owned by former slaves. And they have this cabin on their property as an Airbnb now, and it is so beautiful inside. It's modern, it's a log cabin. So I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like during the daytime and nighttime. So that's what the outside. They have the rocking chairs there, and I think you can see my dad in one of the chairs on the right side. So that's what it looks like on the outside, and this is what it looks like when it's lit up at night. And that is a real picture, and that's the moon in the background, actually. And I was standing there when the picture was taken. It's so beautiful at night. Daytime too. It's really nice inside. All modern features. So let me show you a video. All right, so that was all of us sitting on the front porch of the cabin. We got together and we took some group pictures that I'm going to show you now. The first will be of my dad on the porch. And when I tell you he was living his best life, please believe it. And the sign on the front porch says porch rules, relax, smile, read a book, laugh, sip a drink, take a nap, watch the sunset, and converse. I'm going to run through these pictures right quick. That's my dad. Now, my dad can still walk, but not very fast and not very far. So my sister and her husband has an electric wheelchair of their dad that's there. So he was able, because you saw how big the property is. It's huge, And to be able to get from one spot to another is quite a walk. If you want to walk, I chose to walk to get the exercise, although they do have a golf cart available. So he used the electric wheelchair to get around. That's my dad and mom, Miss Mary. He was so happy. When I tell you, he was so happy. All of us were. We had a great, great time. And that's them on the front porch. Oh, let me tell you about these mosquitoes. Georgia mosquitoes are like dragonflies. They are humongous. And yes, they sting very hard. So anyway, I'm gonna show you some of the food we had while we were there. Man, I ate so good. Oh, that was the fish fry that we had on a Saturday. And then I have some more video that I'm gonna show you right now. Excuse me, y'all. My voice is a mess and it's allergy season. Sorry. Sorry. That was not the right video. Excuse me. This one is.
Well, I like a Friday night fish fry, even on a Saturday night.
Fish fry on a Saturday night. And when I tell you that fish was good, we had boneless and bonefish. We didn't do no tilapia now. We don't eat tilapia. Well, we had boneless. You know how they fillet the fish and take the skin off? And then we had some perch with the bones in it. I ate 2 pieces of perch. And I think I showed that video of the clams already. Oh, Sunday. When I tell you my sister threw down in the kitchen. Oh God. Thank you. That food was so good. Let me show you the plate. Now, what you saw was pork chop, fried. She had fried and air fryer pork chop, yellow rice. Oh my gosh, let me show that again. The green beans, the carrots, the limas in that roll. Oh boy, that was my plate, and I ate every last bit of my food on my plate. It was amazing. I don't know if I showed this video. Hold on.
Yeah,
Look at it, Grandpa. I mean, everybody. I'm just making a recording. We'll talk about it later. When I do my world famous South Florida Gospel News, we'll talk about our excursion. Amber, hi. And what we're going to talk about is how this man right here be reading her on the low. But I tell you, he throws her.
somebody got to do it.
He lays her out in the most pleasant way. He read her. And I'd be like, I know he did just wear her out right quick like that.
Usually everybody on my side. That's terrible.
All right, they brother and sister. That's Renard. That's Amber. All right, bye. Okay, let me give y'all some backstory on that. So after we ate that good pork chop dinner, we decided to go to the main house, and that's the front porch of the main house. And my nephew wanted to play country music, which we all love. He loves listening to country music. And so do I, and my dad. So when I started recording, I saw my dad trying to dance while he was sitting in that chair, right? So when he saw me recording, he folded up his arms and stopped dancing. That's why I told him, well, I'm just making a quick recording. But anyway, earlier in the day, I don't know what my niece had said or did, but my nephew just put her in her place so fast and so pleasantly And I was like, he just read her down to the ground in the most pleasant way. So that's what the joke was. I do want to play that one more time. I should have gave the backstory first, but we're gonna play that again. So now you know what happened. You have a better understanding. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he amazing that. Doing shows, they go
Yeah, I
to
see.
Okay, Grandpa. I mean, everybody. I'm just making a recording. We'll talk about it later. When I do my world famous South Florida gospel news, we'll talk about our excursion. Amber, hi. Hey, what we gonna talk about is how this man right here be reading her on the low low. But I tell you, he throws her.
Somebody got to do it.
He lays her out in the most pleasant way. He read her, and I'd be like, I know he did just wear her out right quick like that.
Usually everybody on my side. That's terrible.
All right, they brother and sister. That's Renard. That's Amber. All right, bye. All right, that was hilarious. Okay, and the other thing that I did was went to church. Yeah, I went to church. I went to church with my sister. That's her on the left. She's a deaconess at the church, and they led devotion for Sunday service. When I tell you, um, the best thing I loved about going to the service is that we were finished in 1 hour. Service began at 11:30. At 12:37, we were in the car leaving. So it was nice, they still require people to wear a mask during service. And after the service was, after the benediction is when you walk out and you give your offering, your tithes and your offering. They have baskets set up and the tithe box so you can drop your tithe. So I had my little money gathered together and I gave it to my niece and I said, well, I'm gonna just put this in. She was like, oh, you can put it in an envelope. And she was getting ready to write my name on it. I said, no, ma'am. You can just thank the Lord and just drop that in that thing there as we exit. But it was a interesting service. Okay, yes. Thank you all for having me as a guest. And I'll be back to visit again. And what's interesting is while we were in service, I was reaching for a Bible. I didn't take up well, I don't travel with no Bible. Anyway, they had the Bibles, in the back of the seat of the where you sit at in the pews, the church pews. And I saw hymn books, and then I reached over to the other seat and I pulled out a fan. And guess what? My nephew was on the fan. That fan been sitting there since what was it, 2018? Man, they can preserve some stuff. Ooh. Anyway, that was cute. Okay. All right, so I think I've shown all the pictures from our fabulous trip. It was amazing. I forgot. One thing that I did forget to mention was that the inner city youth golfers are having a golf skills development and education camp. And this is absolutely free and it's in partnership with the Riviera Beach Parks and Recreation Department. You can sign up and get free golf lessons. I believe that's what they're going to teach you how to golf. Okay. And so that's going to be Saturday, March 18th. So in order for you to sign up, please go to icyginc@gmail.com. Give them a call at 561-844-8774. Please let Mr. Malachi know that I mentioned him doing this broadcast and inner city youth golfers golf skills development and education. Now it's for adults and kids. Let me move the flyer so I can read. It has the ages on the bottom. So if you need to just pause this video, get the information, send an email and or give them a call to find out how you can sign up to learn how to golf. And again, it's absolutely free and it will be at the Holiday Inn Express in West Palm Beach. And again, send them an email at icyginc@gmail.com or you may call 561-844-8774. Okay, so I need to go back to talk about the Airbnb once again in Blackshear, Georgia. Hey, if you're doing a retreat with your job or you just want to get away to somewhere really nice and have a really good time, there's two ways that you can book. Now, there's two, I think two or three homes that you can book in Blackshear. I'm just showing a picture of the cabin right now. So it's called Southeast Country Estates on Airbnb, and this is how you book, and it's costs a little to nothing to book to stay there because you I know in one of the homes it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, two full bathrooms. And one of the bedrooms is a master bathroom. I'm sorry, master bedroom, and it has its own bathroom. Um, Kitchen, laundry service, living room, and a fireplace for a little to nothing. So you go to airbnb.com/H/Matthews Home 2. That's how you can book. Now, if you want to book this beautiful cabin, you also go to Airbnb. And this is for Southeast Country Estates. And you can also, I think you can Google Southeast Country Estates. It might bring up the Airbnb. But anyway, you can go directly to airbnb.com/H/Southeast Cabin. And it looks just like this at night. It has air conditioning. I think it sleeps up to 4 people. So, and then also if you're a person that likes to do target practice, I think you can do that with permission from the property owners. And then, if you want to go hunting, you can do all of that. They have fishing, all kinds of great stuff. But this is a beautiful cabin, a log cabin. Like I said, it's air conditioning and heat, has a TV, stove, refrigerator, bathroom, a loft bed, and then it has the the turn down beds. So it can comfortably sleep 4 people. You could fit a whole family in the other one that's on the same property. And then there's another couple of Airbnbs that are on separate property, but they are all owned by the Matthews, Renard and Alicia Matthews. So again, if you want to book, I should have put the phone number, but I forgot. Sorry. Or you guys can contact me and I'll put you in touch with them if you're interested in visiting the property. It's absolutely beautiful, quiet, gorgeous. You will love it. It's like going to a different world. Every stress you have disappears. Everyone, like I said, no noise pollution, no dogs barking, no cars, no music, no sirens, no loud, aggravating music. It's just peace and quiet. And so, what I like to do when I go there, I sit on the front porch of the house Airbnb. And I sit out there and drink my coffee or hot chocolate or whatever, and it's so peaceful. But it's to me, I'm like, this is what life should be about: peace and quiet, okay, and enjoying yourself. All right, all right, all right. So moving right along, today is well, we're celebrating this month, but on March 11th, 2016, two people decided to get together and make a commitment to God and get married. And that was myself and Chris. So I'm going to show you where we started and show you where we are now. Chad, look at this picture right here. Oh, Jesus. I think we were at a wedding reception. I know we were at a wedding reception. And I was like, who is this taking this picture? I had that makeup on, child. I was tearing that food up one night. And look at Chris back when he had his long dreads. And during that time, we were only dating. We weren't engaged or anything. And we were staying in a one bedroom apartment in West Palm Beach. We were together. It was a small place, but we called it home and we made it work. And so we got invited to a wedding reception of one of his good friends at the American Legion. I think that's where that is. And I don't even know if I had been to the American Legion before, because I don't get out much, you know. But anyway, well, not much anymore. But anyway, back then, that was my best top I could find. I was like, I ain't got no clothes to be going to no wedding, but that was my best dress top, and I had on a pair of pants with it that I squeezed into. And I thank God for Chris. He's always been there for me. I've always been there for him. So this wasn't in 2016. This was probably in 2013, 2012. We had been dating a little more than a year or two. And then we moved into the same apartment. And then, boy, look at him. Chris was working for a landscape company. I think maybe 2 or 3 days a week, because at the time he was in school going to Palm Beach State studying for his landscape management degree, and then he got all of those certifications while he was there. And a good friend of his, Perry Davis, said, "Hey man, if you want to be successful in your field and you want to go far, you should cut your hair." And so then we learned that Mr. Davis had cancer. And before he passed, Chris promised him that he was going to cut his hair. And he did. Cut his dreads off. And he was still in school at the time. But he said, I wanted Mr. Perry to be proud of me. And I want him to see me graduate. Although he didn't live to see him graduate, he did let him know he was very proud of him. Cut his hair, and both of us made a lot of changes. So that's where we were. And I'm gonna show you a few pictures of where we are. We took these pictures in Georgia while we were in Blackshear. See, we done changed up a little bit, child. Look at Chris shine. And this is on the property in Blackshear, Georgia. Look above Chris's right shoulder. There's an antique car parked there too. So we had a great time. It's our 7th year of marriage. So we thank God for every day. I was trying to take pictures. My arms are not that long. He's way taller than me. So I did the best I could with the pictures. And then Google put these together. I don't know how to do this kind of stuff, but they took all 3 pictures and put them together for me. So happy 7th anniversary to Christopher and Deborah McCullen. When we first got married, people tried all kind of treacherous things. Just mad because we got married. I don't know why, but they'll be all right. We forgave them and kept moving. So anyway, we are enjoying ourselves. We have friends in town this weekend that will be helping us celebrate our anniversary. 7 years. Oh, child, that's a long time, ain't it? Well, to me, you know. But we are happy. We are still in love more than ever. And we thank God for each other every day. So, yes, now comes to the part of the show where I talk about me and show out a little bit for those who are watching who can't stand me. Hold on.
Now you're just showing off. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe my eyes. Now you're just showing off. I can't believe my eyes. Don't stop. Now you're just showing.
And y'all know I'm just talking, right? Let me show this one again.
Girl, you got it. Act like you know it. Girl, you've got it.
So you do know that there are people in the world who can't stand you just because you are you. But we ain't worried about them because they ain't going to stop nothing. Let me show this one more time.
Now you're just showing off. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe my eyes. Now you're just showing off. I can't believe my eyes. Don't stop. Now you're just showing.
All right, I'm just talking. I thank all of you for your support, your prayers. Thank you for watching and tuning in. Please like and share this video. I appreciate all of you. Here's how you can contact me. And then because it's Women's History Month, I am going to have a couple of special guests that I have. Let them know I want to invite them to be on the show. So we're going to have them, in our virtual studio doing an interview if they so choose to do so. And then, some people I ask to come on, I'll be like, oh, you're doing a great thing in the community. They're humble and they are just satisfied doing what they do. So if you would like to become a guest on the show, you can contact me through Facebook, Deborah S. Hall. Now there's a Deborah Hall, and there's a Deborah S. Hall, and there's another Deborah S. Hall Facebook. And I would like to thank our continuous um, list of followers. The numbers keep going up, 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 and I appreciate all of you and all of your support. And if you want to contact me through Oh, don't forget my YouTube. So every video that I make, I upload to my YouTube page. So every video that I made is on YouTube. Go to YouTube and put at Deborah Hall 4816. Make sure you spell my first name right. There's no O in my name. And also, I wanted to say, hold on, y'all. Instagram. Now I'm not on Instagram that much, but what I share on Facebook, like my reels and stuff, I try to put it on Instagram at the same time. So if you would like to contact me through Instagram, you can just take your phone, if you're on a computer or however you're looking at this video, scan the QR code and it will take you directly to my Instagram page. I'm trying to get better at Instagram. Facebook is my thing. And I also have a Twitter page, and you'll see scrolling on the bottom of your screen you can contact the South Florida Gospel News at Gospel FL on Twitter. All right, y'all. It's been real and it's been longer than I anticipated. But I had fun and hopefully we will get some rain down here in South Florida to wash away some of this pollen. My truck, my car is covered in pollen. Chris's truck is green. Actually, both of them covered in pollen. So we just need a little rain. Lord, rain, 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 make it rain, 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 rain. Please. Oh, and also don't forget that the old school reunion is coming up in April. You can go to Eventbrite and search for Old School Reunion, and that's spelled with a K, and Riviera Beach. And there you can get your tickets. All right. Or if you see Lorenzo Hutchinson somewhere, he should have some tickets in his pocket. Make sure you support this event. I plan to be there. All right. So if you want more information, it's on Facebook, Old School Reunion, or just Google Old School Reunion, Riviera Beach. It's for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday in April. All right, y'all. Thank you. Much love. God bless. Please share this video. Rewind, watch it again, and please tell a friend. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.